leads. I'm here to talk about service design, and I love it. It's very democratic. It's about people and design. There'll be lots of people in this room who are designers and creatives, but service design involves everybody: managers, designers, practitioners, academics. If you've got an interest, you're in. Rather than designing what you think is right, you design what the user needs. So anybody here there's Jim Moran who's done web design and stuff. One of the problems when you design websites is you don't know what's needed. And so one of the things is that's what comes out of the process. It's a more interactive form of design where clients and designers and customers and users work together and collaborate. So rather than just saying this is what I think, you collaborate and it's a much more constructive way of working. And the process creates much more fun and energy, and there's lots of different techniques that you can use, and you plan the process together as you go along. And there's lots of games. You can play with Lego, you can draw, you can colour in, and you can do clever design as well. And the discipline is evolving, and there's lots of conferences and networks, which is great. Plug service design leads, I'm just going to get booed for saying that. But there's lots of really interesting thinking in design, and it's kind of development of design and making it really work. And people in service design talk to each other a lot, and it's not cliquey and aloof, and it's really, when I started design years ago, it was something that you kind of go, I kind of go to this design group, and I'm allowed to go to this society because I worked at this company. That's out the window. It's all very, very democratic. And it's easy to learn about because people are open, and the internet's full of information, especially on Twitter. So if you're interested in it, Twitter service design, you'll find lots of information. And it's not like market research or focus groups. It's about getting real users involved in the process in a more engaged way. So you might have heard of co-production if you work in the public sector. I went to a conference in Manchester recently, and everybody gets involved. We draw and we visualise the experience that we're designing. So storyboards, and this focuses everyone, and confusion stops, so we can develop ideas together more easily. And being able to draw, because I'm an artist, it enables the process. Service design makes the design process democratic, so everyone gets to give input and everyone gets to have a vote and choices, even the quiet people in the room. And that's one of the big things on our teams, that we've got lots of great ideas, but sometimes it's the people with the big goal that get their idea forward, and it stops that. When your design project starts falling off the track, because you've drawn out your experience and it's all mapped, it's all visualised, you can see problems before they happen, and you can see them before you start building it, and it's very kind of translucent. Service design is relevant to corporate and public services, and it gives value wherever it's used, and that's something that, as being a leads girl, I thought design can do more for leads, and I know here this better culture is part of that. It puts real people in the middle of design, the users rather than the design superhero. So everybody who watched that programme about bloody Mr. Stark, he's a hero, and it's like something that you aim for and put on a pedestal. This is the opposite of that. This is kind of applying real design with real people. It doesn't matter where you live. You can do it in Leeds, and you can get involved wherever you are. So I had to go to London to learn about design and graphic design and corporation and all that. You don't have to do that. It's here and it's now. You can share info and get help from people doing service design all over the world. So through Twitter and through various networks, there's loads of information. And you can talk to Finland, you can talk to Australia, you can talk to South Africa, and there's a whole community of people doing it if you're interested. And people who do service design are great. They're two-way communicators, they're not aloof, as I've said before, and there's a real buzz around it, and people are kind of developing it. And not everybody who does service design knows that they're doing it. And Emma Bierman in this room right now, she's doing service design, but it's not labelled that way, so don't get worried about the labels. And everyone shares what they're learning. As a part of the service design group that I run, we're talking about, in a few weeks we're talking about apps and stuff, so come to the group if you're interested. Designers get to design the right thing rather than a pretty design that doesn't work, and I think everybody has worked on a project where you see, well, it looks nice, but it doesn't work, or the login didn't happen, or you didn't think about that early enough, and this whole process helps avoid that. Clients get better value out of design, so you're not getting a flash in the pan. There's some people kind of are brilliant at doing pretty graphics, and they impress the clients really, really quickly, but that's kind of foolish commissioning of design, and so this avoids that as well. You get a chance to do it too. Everybody in this room is invited to Global Service Jam in March this year. Twitter GSJ leads, or SD leads to find out more. Thank you.